All right, everybody, welcome back for another deep dive.
Yeah.
You're probably here. You're probably the kind of person who already has the personal finance basics down pat. You're already saving that 10% of your income, putting it away,
Right.
which is awesome. Like, kudos to you. That's fantastic. But today, we're going to challenge that golden rule.
Oh.
Is saving 10% enough? Or could it actually be kind of a trap? Something that's going to leave you stuck in neutral.
Interesting.
And that's what we're going to unpack in this deep dive.
All right. I'm excited for this one.
Yeah, me too. So, what's so interesting about the material that we have for today is that we have this push and pull. On one hand, we have all this material saying 10% is the way to go.
Yeah.
It's the key to building wealth. It's simple. It's effective. But on the other hand, we have all this stuff saying 10% might not actually be enough.
Right.
Especially in today's world. So it's like, wait a minute, which one is it?
Yeah, it's a real head scratcher, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a head scratcher. So how can both of these ideas be true?
Well, I think it all boils down to the assumptions behind each argument. So the 10% rule is a great starting point.
Okay.
It gets you into the habit of saving regularly,
Mm-hmm.
which is crucial for long-term financial well-being. But then you have things like inflation
Right.
and surprise expenses that can really chip away at your savings over time.
Yeah, it's like you're taking one step forward, and then life is like, no.
2 steps back.
2 steps back.
Exactly.
Which brings us to one of the really big things that the source talks about, which is how inflation erodes your savings over time.
Yeah.
Can you walk us through that a little bit?
Okay, so think of it this way. Imagine you can buy a basket of groceries today for $100.
Okay.
With inflation, those same groceries might cost $105 next year. So if you're only saving 10%, the value of your savings hasn't kept pace with that rising cost of goods.
Wow.
It's like running on a treadmill, you're putting in the effort. Right.
But you're not really getting ahead.
Yeah.
You're staying in the same place.
It's like that hamster wheel.
Exactly.
Just running and getting nowhere.
And not going anywhere.
And speaking of curveballs, what about those surprise expenses?
Oh, yeah.
The stuff that we can't really plan for.
Right.
The source material talks a lot about medical bills,
Mm-hmm.
car repairs, those dreaded things that can just totally bust your